24/7, not taking pay. They say
Thank you, please have a seat. The chairman, members, the National Executive Committee of the Congress Coalition for Democratic Change, the National Youth League of the Popular People's Movement, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Many all over the country today are speculating why I have called this press conference. The last time I spoke to the media was in September 2024, upon my return to the country to pursue my vindication through the rule of law. People then thought my comments were going to center on the witch hunt against me and other former officials of the CDC administration. Consistent with the wisdom that it is not prudent to discuss matters pending before the judiciary, I addressed many different issues during that interview. At today's press conference, I will do the same. So those speculating that I'm about to speak on my case are dead wrong. I will, however, say in passing that despite the evident delayed gimmicks from the prosecution and the state, we will prevail when it's a clear example of national security expenditure that is amply protected by Nigerian law. We look up to the judiciary for guidance in concluding that matter. Today's press conference will center instead on the political factors, the lies, the hate, the envy, the propaganda, the dishonesty, and the shenanigans that aim to destroy innocent individuals in the public space for political motives. The question today we will ask is, why would people in our society, in our government, in our political parties, in our media, in our religious institutions know the honest truth or aspects of this truth, but will refuse to say anything when blatant falsifications are being hashed by malicious individuals to destroy innocent people? Why do those who know the truth on matters become willing accomplices to destroy others by their dangerous silence? Today, I will demonstrate how this evil information manipulation was deployed and weaponized against the administration of the CDC, and how people are intent on sustaining this culture of lies to destroy people in our politics. Those of us who have been caught in the crosshairs of these machinations will fight back with every means at our disposal, intellectually, politically, and of course legally. This will not be and should not be how we conduct our politics. We cannot fight corruption by lying on innocent people. Those who are determined to sustain this culture of lies and dishonesty in our politics and society must be fiercely resisted and fought so that we arrive at a more honest national discourse and will focus on the serious issues affecting our people. Today's conference is about initiating that fight. It is about demonstrating how targeting Samuel Tuer and keeping his name in the public, even when he has done nothing wrong, appears to be the goal of some individuals in our politics and in our media. One of these individuals is Mr. Stanton Witherspoon. The Witherspoon has used the Spoon Network to malign my person and spew out misinformation concerning me for more than 4 years while I was Minister of Finance. Aside, Mr. President, we are a 10-year electricity financing, 10 years for political motives. The question today we will ask is, why would people in our society, in our government, in our political parties, in our media, in our religious institutions know the honest truth or aspects of this truth, but will refuse to say anything when blatant falsifications are being hashed by malicious individuals to destroy innocent people? Why do those who know the truth on matters become willing accomplices to destroy others by their dangerous silence? Today, I will demonstrate how this evil information manipulation was deployed and weaponized against the administration of the CDC, and how people are intent on sustaining this culture of lies to destroy people in our politics. Those of us who have been caught in the crosshairs of these machinations will fight back.
one new press, we gave them the new press, They say they want new press, oh. We gave them the new press, oh. But they cry, say it goes wrong. We was seven not taking pay. They step in your house every day. We not talk every day, but stay. You don't go killing us every day. Like who come and save us now? Like who come and save us now? Corruption killing us every day. Making everybody face the front. They say they want new press, oh. We gave them the new press, oh. But they cry, say you're hungry. They say they want new press, oh. We gave them the new press, oh. But they cry, say it goes wrong. Plenty people they import 40, one man taking 45. No system, no rules in place. So corruption in our face. Hunger killing us. Hunger killing us. Hunger killing us. Hunger killing us.
They say the devil was sharp, it's an idle man. An idle man is a hungry man. A hungry man is an angry man. That ain't bring all the holla there in the land. Corruption stay in the house. Too many appetite but hunger stay killing us. If you live to see the next day, you must think of. We got our people that will vote that stay fooling us. They lie to us. All the hope and the promise that they made to us. So fly just to carry our vote from us. That's why they.
Okay, folks. All right, welcome to the program, the Nighttime Spain, here on your radio. Okay, I'm trying to get the promo right, and our team there from the US has just joined us. Okay, the man Solomon Bakariz is here. Good evening, Solomon.
Sorry. Good evening, Gerald.
Okay, okay, you getting me quite well, right?
Oh yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, welcome.
Lately I found out that I think you guys can share. I mean, you guys can go live on Facebook.
No, we do both Facebook and YouTube.
I can always see just Facebook. Maybe later on before.
It's always on YouTube. It's always on YouTube also.
I don't see that.
Okay. So
Thank
you
you.
can you okay. We gotta you can keep your interest coming into *255*1# and win yourself some money from 4,000 up to 10,000 Liberian dollars while we go through the show. Yeah, this is the Nighttime Spain on your radio with me, Gerard Morris, and the team there from Radio LRB. So while we are going through the show, you can still keep your interest coming into *255*1#. Win yourself from money from the Win Liberia. This is the Wese WhatsApp promotion. So you can win yourself from 4,000 up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. Keep playing *255*1#. So Solomon, you can go ahead while I actually preparing the promo. So keep your interest coming into *255*1#. Keep playing, win yourself some money here on Freedom FM 87.9. The crew there from the US, Radio LRB, has just joined us. We are here. This is the Nighttime Spain. We'll be digging deep into the politics, our body politics in Liberia. So, folks, as you are aware, the president is expected to travel to the United States of America. Donald Trump also invited our head of state. And also today, the police IG, that's the Inspector General Gregory Coleman, made some statements here regarding the July 17 protest here organized by a group called the Solidarity for Trust Stand. So Solomon, you can begin from there. Go ahead.
Well, thank you very much. Again, good evening to our wonderful people of Mama Liberia, those in Liberia and those in the diaspora. And of course, I would like to say good evening to We Nation, the country of my birth, and also good evening to the wonderful people of River Cess, my county by adoption, where we are operating a hands-on education to our vulnerable young people in that region. Good evening to all of you guys. Join us as we discuss matters of importance regarding Mama Liberia. Ms. Gerald, I'm done.
Okay, thank you very much. Solomon, I see the man Solomon Hashin, that Suleiman Hashin Tunis is on. Let's get him through. Okay. Good evening. Okay.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Gerald. Good evening, Solomon. Good evening, Mama Liberia. Good evening to my brothers and sisters in faith. Good evening. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. This is your good friend Suleiman Hashim Tunis coming to you live from Radio LIV here on Staten Island, New York with Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station in the nation capital. Join us again Monday night with Gerard and Solomon. We are here to discuss matter of importance to the Liberian, to our country. I think I heard our president travel today with the invitation of the American leadership. Is that a topic, or you already established something else?
That's one of them.
That's one of them.
And the other one is about the protest.
The protest on the 17th?
Yeah, today the Police Inspector General Gregor Coleman made some statements. Made a statement today, cautioning the protesters and saying that he will actually provide some security for the protesters, and also he cautioned the youth to stay away. So I don't know. I will play his voice. You will listen to what our police RG have to say regarding the protest.
Right, trying to intimidate the protester not to come out. That's what you're trying to do.
You want for the woman that don't come, but the youth shouldn't come.
Definitely. And as you all know, for the same protest, the information minister actually cautioned youth to stay away, because he said those that will be protesting, all their wives, their family, their children should be there before each and every youth come out on the street to protest. So I was asking myself, during the June 7 protest, if anyone cautioned the youth to stay away, because Costa was one of the lead players, Henry Costa, his son wasn't around, his wife wasn't around. I don't know what is happening to Liberia.
The good thing he said, I heard from you, is he was protect the protester. That's very good.
Yeah,
sure. That's his duty. He need to do that, because if he's there, things will not go out of hand. You know, if the police is there to protect the protesters and all of that, that's a fine thing, because they're right. This is what this government used to say, is their right to assemble. Mm-hmm. So now it comes to that part, the youth must stay behind. Mm-hmm. The youth are mainly, I think they are, if I'm not mistaken, they are almost 1/3 of the population, if not 2/3.
The youth is about 80% of the population.
So they are about 2/3 of the population in Liberia. So why now you're trying to restrict them from their right? And when you say the youth, this is coming from Liberia youth, you're imitating all their youth. You know, why you're 30, 35, all that youth? Because the youth leader right now, if you look at his age, is probably going to 40. Yeah. So now if you eliminate what we say the youth, you're eliminating all the adults. Then are the old people and people over 50 now. You trying to bring them to demonstrate. I mean, if you look at it for yourself, look at the youth leader then that can be speaking. They are not 18, 19, 20, 21 years old children.
No way.
No. When we say youth, the meaning of youth, at least you all let me know what is youth.
I don't know, but
Youth are young people.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to really know the age range, because in Liberia you can be 45. Yeah, people say youth.
I tell you.
Youth are young people.
Young people.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ages 18 to 35, right?
Pretty close, maybe to 38. They are all in a youth group.
What's about 40 to 45?
When you are in your 50, then they don't consider you to be like the young people.
So if you are 49 years old, you are a youth, right?
You're still a young person.
No, okay. I
So
see
youth,
why.
youth mean young people.
But
the youth mean the age of youth is 15 to 24.
wow.
Age, yes. The
Those-
actual age for youth is 18 to 24. After that, now they are young men going up. Young men, you're 35, you stay young man.
I'm saying so. Okay. What made me ask that question? I know what is it to be a youth. But the last time some UP folks were protesting in Pond County, and I saw some 50-year-old individuals saying that they are youth.
They're young
In
people.
the actual meaning of youth, in the actual meaning, not the African meaning.
Okay.
Okay, the actual meaning, if you Google it, it will tell you that youth is 15 to 24. The most 25. After that, now these are all young men. The youth from 18 up to 25, they are young adults from 18. All right, but youth, really when you say youth, are small children. Okay, if you look at the meaning of youth, if you call like some now, if you read it, you and your man, you're forcing. You say, my man, shut up, man, you youth. You will say, who you calling small boy? All right there, he will correct you, my man. Don't call me youth. But when it comes to certain thing, he will consider himself youth. What's that, Ali?
Okay, Ali. Yes, Ali. Ali is on now. Ali, welcome.
Good evening and welcome.
Good evening to everyone. Good evening, Mama Labira. This is Aliyu Masali. How was the weekend to everyone? How you guys spend the weekend?
The weekend was very, very nice here. I don't know about Gerald. Gerald, how was your weekend?
Got there.
And go there.
Yeah, only that was you got there.
No, our own was nice because it fell on our Independence Day here.
Okay.
So everything was like a holiday, independent holiday celebrations. Cookout was all over. People were attending. We ate, we drank, we had red cup in our hands, everything. Yeah.
Okay. For me, I think my weekend was actually great because I celebrated my daughter's birthday during the weekend.
Okay. At least, how was the celebration?
Yeah, it's not bad. At least she was
How
happy.
old is your daughter?
She turned 3 years of age.
Oh, she had a very beautiful celebration. At least,
Yeah.
thank you. And we say belated happy birthday to her.
Thank you.
Yes, we say belated happy birthday to her. So, help us, Aliyu. When you say youth, what's the age range when we say youth? Aliyu, the question go to you.
For you, most of the time, I hear people talking youth age. Youth age supposed to be from 25 to 30. Some people say from 25 to 35, that your youth age. The moment you cross 35, you are not youth. Some people say the moment you cross 30, you are not youth. So far, so good. That's what I have been hearing. But
Now,
myself, I don't know the actual age range. I don't know.
that the African youth, yeah, but the Western youth is 15 to 24, 25. You know, when you are, first of all, a youth cannot be president of a country.
Okay.
A youth cannot be president. You have to be over 28 years of age before you be president in Liberia. That means you are full grown man now. You are no more youth. You man is not youth. I mean, man can be youth because when you 18 up above 18, you are adult. Okay, you are grown man now. The law consider you as a full grown man or woman, and they will treat you like any adult. They don't treat you again under the teenage. I mean the youth on that side. We will say youth again. You know, they treat you like a grown man. 18 years old, we all know that in this country and even in Liberia, you know, this our time now. You 18 years old, you grown man. You below 18, you do certain things, the law will be a little bit lenient with you. You know, because they consider you that your thinking faculty is not yet mature. You know. So what I met you guys discussing, I don't want to change it because I just got here. What I met you guys discussing? The president, they said, yeah, the president already left, right? Do we know what is he coming for? Or anybody can share that with us? Because many people doubting what was the invitation is all about. Solomon, you know?
Yes,
You were invited by President Trump.
Yeah, but there must be a reason. We know he was invited.
they invited them for business and security.
When you say them, what do you mean?
Five initially, the White House, they invited five presidents from West Africa. That is not the normal Africa America summit that they usually have, but it was just invitation to five presidents from that region of West Africa, including Liberia, Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, and two other countries.
Mauritania.
I think Mauritania. Yeah, they
and
have
Gabon.
five.
And Gabon. But don't you think they're going to they coming to J. Omar Bwake?
It's business discussion, and
Do you think CIA said for him to come and jail him?
no, because it's a different regime, and it's a different whole ball game. Of course, the president of the United States this time is Trump, and the president that invited the other president, yeah, individually beside the Africa summit. That was the Bush, I mean, the Biden administration, and then
But Biden invited our former president. The whole world said they were going to jail him. CIA, they carry camera around. They say we haven't seen the man since he arrived in America. So don't you think the same thing happening to Omar Bwake? Well, you scared to say it, then you
because it was not the CIA, it was not the CIA or the State Department or any other department that invited President Bwake. It was the president of the United States that invited him and four other West African presidents for business
the
and
same thing
security
happened
purpose.
with the former president. It was Biden invited the president. He was among the invitation.
That was the Africa summit, the first
I
invitation that
understand that, but it was still invitation.
So the invitation given by President Trump to our leader is for the old man President Bwake to attend a high-level U.S. summit to deepen diplomatic ties advance shared economic goals, and enhance security operation between the United States and selected African nations.
Yeah, I believe they're going to jail the Omer. Let's see, let's look for some pictures here when he arrived here. If we see him 1 or 2 days, we'll have to ask the CIA. All right. They did the same thing to George
But he
Weah.
was not, President Baka was not invited by the CIA.
They
That's the
summit,
problem.
they summit, even the one,
President Weah came for summit, and later on, President Weah was invited by the CIA. That was the time they said, "Oh, they carry George Weah to go jail him. He will not come back," and they said all of these things. So President Weah got 2 invitations. One was for the summit, and one was for the CIA. But
exactly.
President Baka invitation is directly from President Trump. So it will not link to any CIA.
I still feel CIA is a trick. They're tricking the papi. I still feel they're tricking him so that they can jail him for some reason. Because the killing that go on in Liberia right now, it's not easy. People just die mysteriously every day.
But you know, America is a country of law. You will not just send for a sitting president, and then because he carry on things or things happening in the government, then you say we just send for him, you can't, you jail him. America can do that. No matter what President Baka do, America can do that. They just send for a sitting president and jail you in your country.
We did not think like that. We did not think like that during the time of
stop putting our legs.
If the CIA and FBI invite you, you know what that means.
The people, all Liberian, they were so worried because I was saying that they came to arrest him. He's in jail. Wow, we can't see picture of him and all of that.
But Tony, this is what we say. The first time, I don't know whether it was first or second time, President Weah was invited directly by the security apparatus, the FBI, the CIA. He came to the State Department or to the people over there for that purpose. So here in America, if the CIA, of course the CIA, they are international intelligence, but if the FBI comes to your house and start questioning you, the only thing that will come to the mind of people is that this guy either is involved with some kind of crime, or they want him to attest to some sort of crime that is going on, that he could be a good witness to us. So that's why Liberian people, many of us were saying it was wrong for FBI to do that and what have you. So many of our people, they were concerned because it was FBI/CIA, whatever we term it.
So what was the reason? What was the reason for the invitation?
President Baka's invitation?
I'm talking about the CIA invitation. What was the reason?
It was behind closed doors. President.
So up to today, we don't know the reason.
We should have let the Liberian people know that, oh well, or the sedition know that, you know what, the FBI or the CIA, they invited me, and this is why they invited me. He didn't say anything because it was meant that way. And this one, the CIA or the FBI did not invite.
I know the reason why he was arrested. I mean, that's why he was invited. But Omar Bwaka, I'm worried because the AG is in. If we see him 1 or 2 days, you might be worried about him. That trick, they're tricking him. They might arrest him, and you'll be sitting out here talking something different. I've seen that.
I don't think they're gonna arrest him. I don't think so.
I pray to God they must be arresting. I'm gonna say I will not be happy to arrest him, but I will still say it that I believe they're tricking him to arrest him. If they can, we can be worried about George Weah that we thought he was going to be arrested. Well, we can't be worried about our old man.
Because the FBI or the police, when they invite you, it's a different case than when the president invites you. This is what we're talking about.
The invitation can come anyway. FBI, CIA.
The one that came from FBI,
security-
it means that
you see,
FBI people are
it could be
criminal thing in
security
nature.
reason. It could be security reason. Security reason that they invited the president. They invited him. It could be security reason.
But they did
That's-
not say when they invited the FBI or the CIA.
Even this,
They did not- they-
yeah, we don't know really. They just put it this way. But
No,
you really
it is
don't know.
there. It is
Yeah.
there. The purpose. Go to the White House. Go to their stuff. Even I was listening to the press secretary that they invited 5 head of state from Africa. They will be having lunch in the White House with the president.
But they're
And
going
of
to
course-
share money with them. They want to give them money to bring back to their country.
Tunis, what is going on now is that
It's
the,
a
the
bilateral
president,
engagement.
the president of the Republic of Liberia right now stand a better chance because what used to go on for which Liberia and other African countries stood a better chance during the Cold War was that we have 2 superpower, the Soviet Union and the United States. They were going at it. So the Soviet Union, they were looking for their own allies, and then the United States were looking at their allies. The Soviet Union, of course, we all know that they collapsed and what have you. Today, a lot of people, they are doing business with Russia, business with China, and all of that. So, in making America, America's interest on the continent to be reduced. So America is coming up with a new strategy with President Trump that we need to apply our business and not like before we just gave, but let's have business interest. And by having this business interest, we should have security interest because with business comes security. That's what the people said, and that's what I know.
What,
So
what
then
kind of
we-
business? What kind of business? What kind of business really that they want to give to Liberia after they already stopped the uses aid that they used to give? They stopped all of that. What else now they're trying to formulate?
The USAID was not a business. It was donation. It was other African country depending on America for donation. Right now, this president is
what are they going to do now different? Because that was donation. Let's
it's
assume
business.
that was
Whatever Liberia has. For example, the president signed $1.8 billion or business with a U.S. company before the coming.
Which US company is that?
Concerning the multi-user railway, right?
The only thing the man was sending for Joseph Boakai, it had to do with that multiple user where that thing that led to Samuel Twene being sanctioned today, where if they say, oh, the HPS or the Abiho and what have you, the CDC government, they gave them money at the end of the day, they deny them to use the rail, all that thing. That's the only thing the man was sending for that, Joseph Boakai, and you saw it when they standing behind closed door before you could leave. Yesterday was Sunday. It was yesterday they when they signed it. Why you think today related parties signed 1.8 billion? And they now all on the social media today that they signed another concession. They did it behind closed door. It was done secretly. Because
Where
you
did
get
the
this money.
from?
That last night they did it. Because that's the only thing they were calling him here for. But he was so smart.
We cannot say that was the only thing they call it him. They said business purpose.
And it was done without the legislature. You see,
It was done with what?
without the legislature.
Without the legislature, he just when he signed it. He was under pressure to sign that deal. You were under pressure to sign it before leaving to come. That was Bele they did it last night behind closed doors secretly. That too much pressure was on him. If you were not to sign it, you reach here, you were coming to the opposite of Mr. Trump.
Let us see if it will be fruitful. The same government during their 12 years, they signed 66 bogus concessions and none materialized to us, or only two, 66, with big money calling. So let's see if this will materialize for our people in Liberia. But I still stand on my word. We got to be very careful with these visits. We got to be careful with this visit. Our old man, his health is at stake.
But the thing is,
They arrest him and jail him for anything, it's going to be a turmoil.
Why all President Kwaka couldn't sign the concession till late last night? He signed it before defeat this morning. Why all he couldn't sign it? And United Party report that they're making news. Today, you can see them writing all on social media that the government have made another achievement by signing 1.8 billion. Now they can talk about it. The information ministry said they can talk about that. Why are they so quiet on their own achievement? Why should you be highly, you know, need to sign 1.8 billion?
But we got Unity Party man here with us. Solomon is a Unity Party man. You can explain to us why they are not too happy about it, why they are not running around with it.
But
I don't know when you talk about running around. What do you mean by running around?
that actually
I
is
mean, running with it, be jubilating, at least your achievement. That's what I'm saying.
they were not 108 because it was signed illegally, right?
Okay.
Anything you do without the approval of the legislature is done illegally, right? So you have to get the legislature involved, right? We are running government, right? There are three separate branches of government: the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary, right? Anything from the anything from the executive to pass through the legislature.
I do please put yourself on mute, please.
Watching different shows.
I'm already mute though.
You're not muted. You're already muted. How will we hear you? Please.
But,
You say get the fever because I muted myself when you were telling me to go on mute.
when it comes to a concession agreement, especially Tunis and I think we are the oldest individual here, and we know how concession agreements, how things used to work, and how things have changed, and how things are now. Uh, we know that when the I don't know whether Tunis might know, saying he was not really in the area where they have the Lamco concession, or the company. When the company was signed and it was a Liberia Swedish American joint venture, the Lamco, we
Why you
saw
saying I was not around?
because it was we know We Nation and Nimba. That's what I said. That's what I'm. But that's what first I said. Those of us who are older and here, we know
You know
how.
whatever happened on that side is in the city that they sign all those papers. It's not in
The way I can do your Bugos thing.
when we finish doing all the people where yours can see, you can smell
Then
something about it.
they can exploit us. But again, it's a new wave in town. We know that the stronger uh, currency or tenure that most people use is the US dollars. Um, it is widely used. And of course, because of that, other countries, I say America is taking disadvantage of them because of that opportunity. So then they decided to bring in the BRICS. And the BRICS, we know that Russia, China, South Africa, I think India or Pakistan, and then Brazil and two other African countries. They are coming together so that the US.
There are 35 countries in the BRICS right now as you speak.
So those people, they are coming together. And what is the significant impact on America? Is very, 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 very going to weaken the US economy. So then how do we recuperate? How do we change gear? So that is a strategy that they are using, how to build business partnership with Africa, and then of course promising more things than what they used to do before. Because right now, where China has gone. Because wherever China is, these other allies, they are with China. So right now, America, the strongest ally of Africa that used to be, it is gradually slipping away from America. So what they are doing under this Trump administration is we have to develop business a partner, and then we got to fight about security. And this is what they are doing. Of course, Liberia was created from America. We all know that. If anything, we know that Liberia was used as a big a hub for World War I and World War II, and of course, there's a saying that Germany was mad at Liberia. He wanted to bomb Liberia, but then he has his thumb on the map of Liberia. He couldn't find Liberia. I don't know how true that is, but we know the role that Liberia has played in the establishment of the United Nations, in the establishment of the country Israel, and all of those stuff. So to maintain relationship so that America will not lose Liberia. Whatever they need to do, Liberia got to be part of that or one of those people. And this is the beginning. And I think that is a strategy that this Trump administration using since USAID has been there, and they just giving little bit of the people, and then they're using the same USAID money, CIA, to dethrone or overthrow government. And that is not the purpose of which taxpayers pay their money. And when that was discovered, that's why they decided to do away with USAID and to have a different approach. Uh, how that would be able to benefit the country and the people instead of it benefiting America, whoever they want, or they want to remove from power and all those stuff. So that's why they have this new approach. So I think what we need to do, uh, again, here it may not really yield more fruit as compared to other country. In Gabon, in Guinea-Bissau, they have some important natural resources that if America has that natural resource or have those natural resources, it's going to even make America to be better, whether in technology and what have you. So this is one of the things. Iron ore. Some of the things we're hearing is that here in Iowa, the iron ore from Liberia, they were going to be making steel. The steel, President Trump, or they were talking about to make steel, to do this, to do that. The iron ore that they identify according to some sources that I got information from. It was the Liberian iron ore, very very rich, very very it's genuine. So having a good steel company here to supply all of these things, because most of the steel I think was coming from either Canada or from China. So in order for America to produce a steel in Iowa or wherever they're doing their businesses, they are going out to countries that have a good asset. For Guinea, we know that the real Guinea will be sending their ore here through Liberia, and whoever the business they're going to sign, that's what they're going to do. And this is what this is all about. Is President Boakai uh, uh, innovative enough to really challenge the Trump administration so that they can have genuine business for Liberians? If they are doing the real way, are we going to say, look, we want to have uh, real transportation so that people can use the rail for commercial purpose or transportation purpose as well as the iron ore transportation. If he is not somebody that is innovative, most of the stuff it will be in the interest of just America and it will not benefit Liberia the most. So that's why we are saying the signing of the $1.8 billion. What was in it that they signed the Liberian people they don't know about because it was never explained to the Liberian people before signing. So those are some of the concerns that I have.
So
Other than
how
that,
is that going to benefit us if from the start of even the process is not right? The people we elected to at least look out for us, you sign something against their will.
well, the
Is
thing
that something that you can depend on?
Well, looking at it this way, the
Let me,
Americans.
let me say something.
Mhm.
Those are questions that I just put out there not to answer.
Okay.
And we come from our great grandfather's day, J.J. Robert. Let's remember the years the iron ore being taken out from Liberia. When the year that the concession was signed till today's date. What is the benefit to even the area the iron ore is coming from? What benefit those people are benefiting? Forget about the entire country.
That's a
Even
hard question.
where the iron ore is coming from. People stay toileting to way in the bush, no good food, no good school, no good road, nothing as such. So when they come now, want some 20 billion against the country people will, which is our legislature, then we should jubilate.
Oh,
The
well,
woman signed something and he did this, he did that. Look, you want to work in the interest of the people, do it the right way. Then we know. You see how this guy working in Burkina Faso? Even Jamaican are demonstrating for him, for his sake. Jamaica, not even in Africa, a country way in Jamaica. You do things, we are not stupid people. When you do things in our interests, you don't have to tell us. We ourselves can see. Liberia, we are smart people. But the people who are in power, they feel majority of us, we don't think right. Wherever they push
I
us, they
think I
pull
can
us.
challenge our smartness, though.
You can do that. You can do anything. But we are smart people. We are among the smartest people in the world. Okay, so
It depends on what we
it's
smart
just the
in.
fact that the way we take things, the way we allow these people, the leaders of the country, the way we allow, they exploit the resources that we got. And Joe told us, whether you like it or not, he one of the first president ever stood and said it in one of his speeches. Say everything I'm doing when they were accusing that road he's building, that hospital he building, that marketplaces he building. He said everything I'm doing here is coming from our taxpayer money. He said that if you go back to some search for those speeches, you will see, you will find it. He said it. All right. During his no president year tenure was difficult equal to George Weah tenure because we have COVID killing people all over the world. The whole world was to a sense still he was still working behind the scene. That I gave it to him. All right. Then you go to something like they rushing you to do it without the consulting with the legislature. And you already have them in your pocket, why can't you just let them know what is going on? Unfold it to them.
I
You know,
think I think the signing of that 4G agreement was the prerequisite for his trip to the United States.
I mean, I can agree with that, but even with that, let the legislature know that's the proper way to go. This is not a junta government we in. That
But
whatsoever you
then
say
that is double
goes.
standard. And that is double standard when it comes to us. We all know that the legislative body, how corrupt the legislative body is. We
Even
all
if they
know that.
corrupt, they still
And
need to tell them, let them do the corrupt thing.
of course,
Okay, it's still, we can't just say they corrupt, but they are there for that, to approve of these concessions. You can't bypass it. Let's agree, even if you go and bribe all of them, they agree, but let it go through them.
well, again, maybe the speaker who represents the legislative body, maybe the speaker was there for the legislative body. That's what I'm saying. The people now following the rule of law.
You're talking about maybe. It's not fact. Maybe it's skeptical assumption. We want something tangible to unfold right before us. That's what I'm saying. We can't talk.
Solomon, don't make the thing open. We get 3
No, no,
branches of government. How will the president just go and sign a concession in will be in the interest of the country without the legislature knowing about it? None of them know. We have a
well,
lot of things that was done behind closed doors secretly, and we have been talking to lawmakers themselves today, and they were even surprised to hear about it. To even see it in the newspaper, some of them were surprised, even for your own majority block. You see, if I tell even your hospital doesn't know about it. So how they men running the country? And you people say, oh yeah, we're getting 5 billion from the CDU. Then how can it keep down from 5 billion to 1.8? So I don't know. And I said it, and we've talked to people. The president was under pressure to sign that deal before coming to the US. Because that one of the most important reasons for they calling him here. And you know, Uncle say you don't play with their interest. And that I see thing against Samuel Twain and Honor Santos today. We know President Baka been playing around A. I think you saw the letter that he sent him that time. How you were insulted. And people were even saying angry why they should write or sitting president that kind of letter. You see? So we know the whole thing that behind that thing. You were under pressure and you were forced to do it. That's why they did it last night and he left this morning. Now when they meet they call him here for and you were bouncing around praising Ashla Meter because of the incinerator they built in Nimakate. So the people were just looking at it. And the papa finish getting all that information and say, okay, let me send for him. Say he want to play with my interest. Now one of the things that will come in cripple in government if you want to play with that having who what kind of deal. But let's wait and see.
well,
But it was very, very bad for the president to do that. Or why you couldn't stand that deal, but to do it over there before coming to America this morning. Why?
we, we know that this government does not respect the constitution that make the government. We saw how the president interfere with the court system or the judiciary. We saw how he has already manipulated the legislative body, and the legislative body just few people that really want to see that the right thing is done. So based on who and what the president is, he was able to do what he's doing. All I know, the president of the United States, in the president of President Trump, his slogan has been America first. So any deal that America makes is for the interest of America. Any deal that Liberia makes, if it is not in the interest of the Liberian people, but in the interest of few government officials, so be it. And that's what they've been doing when Tunis brought to our attention from the onset of the INO. We have INO, the best INO coming from Liberia. All of the breaches that we have over there, few of them probably they use the iron, but maybe we may have maybe less than 10 iron breaches made with iron in the country. The rest of it, where even the iron ore is coming from, the road or the breaches in those areas, they are all log that the people bury and all those stuff. This is because the leadership that we have, they are not innovative, they are not nationalistic, they are not patriotic to the country and for the well-being of the people. So if you are not like that, and I know the only thing I know in one of the President Trump's executive order is he said something. Of course, somebody paraphrased that. He said President Trump said this anti-bribery law is crippling America's business. In other words, there are other countries. They go to these other countries. They bribe the people. They get a contract for their countries to be running companies in those countries. But for us, we have this the anti bribery law. So it is crippling our businesses. So we got to do things differently. We have to invite these people to talk to these people, and that's exactly what they're doing. So whether China come to Liberia, they don't care. If whoever it will take for them to bribe, for them to get their company going, they will do that. And exactly that's what the other people are doing. And President Trump is saying, look, instead of giving donation, you have something that is important to you and your people, that we want, and then how we can do the business. Let's sit down and talk about it. Whatever deal you strike for you and your people, and whatever deal we strike for us and our people, gotta go that way. And that's exactly what the president of the United States is doing. What is it that our president will do? And that is the question mark. He started with this 1.8 billion, whether something in there good for the Liberian people, or it's going to be the same thing you bill, how they call it, social service, social responsibility here and there, and whereby they're taking everything from your country and you're not really benefiting from there. Then when they build some kind of lateral road here, and they say, oh yeah, Asara Metal they're doing this, or Firestone is doing this. Our people, the way they think, and that's why the Bible says, as the man thinks in his heart, so is he. We think very, very narrowly, and that's how Liberia is developing narrowly. When somebody build a chicken poultry, they say that development the person bringing in. Today, we don't know who own a chicken poultry in Liberia. That's the mindset that the people have.
You see, Solomon and Gerald with Aliu, we always boasting, we Liberian.
Mhm.
I don't know for what reason we say Liberia rich. Every one of us say that Liberia rich, Liberia rich. But you find so many of us very poor. Very, very, very poor. We don't even have two good cooked suit to go out with. Too good. We can't even have clothes to take it to the dry cleaner. No money to take our clothes to the dry cleaner. But we kept saying we rich, we got resources. What happened since the years our fathers did, our grandfathers did till today's day? What happened to these minerals? What we can put into use? What's wrong with us? Look at this little boy, 28 years old, or I think either 38 or 32 in Burkina Faso. Look at the development the boy is doing. I think our country even bigger than their country. He isolated the Western. He said we can do things for ourselves.
Burkina Faso is bigger than Liberia.
Oh yeah, the population even bigger than.
Yeah, sure.
You Google and see. I don't think so.
They are not running on a constitutional government.
It doesn't matter what government.
No, it does matter.
It just these few days they start running with junta government.
Yeah, but this few days we started hearing about the good things that are going on in Burkina Faso.
That's what I'm saying. What we independent, we are independent ages ago. We're in the stone age. Till today's date, but some soldier got to come and start treating us just like how Burkina Faso is doing. No. At least we were crying one time ago. We were crying, say, oh, we only have one party system, Congo people ruling us. Now we ourselves ruling ourselves now for more than 40 years. Okay, why these things can change?
It's all about that you have is one of the reasons. You have the constitution, and then we don't implement the rule of law.
The constitution is stopping us from doing something with the minerals we got in the country. We say to people we are a rich country. We were better off than Japan. Look at Japan today.
Japan's fine.
We always boasted in those things. Why now? Why are we not? We don't know how to manage our own resources. We don't.
That's why, Tony, when you said about our smartness. You see, President Weah, the only reason why I hear and I'm still supporting President Weah is that he is innovative to a very good extent, and then whatever that there for the country, he wants for that to be for the people. When President to his final years, the first 6 years to the final years, President Weah said he wrote an executive order that people should start manufacturing nobody should take raw material from Liberia, especially rubber and things like that. They should start making chairs. They should start making all of those things in Liberia. That will create jobs. It will make the Liberian people to benefit from their own stuff. When President Weah was there, he encouraged even the Seti brothers who've been in the country rack of ages, who making all of their wealth from that country. Encouraged them. They were able to build a manufacturing company in the Weah belt so that they can start making some plastic bag or plastic bucket or some of those stuff, so that there will be a job for the common people to eat. When Bouaka came in, he changed that executive order. He brought in his own executive order. The executive order that he brought in, those are the same thing that we've been using time immemorial. And today, Liberia doesn't have any kind of fitting or breach in a country besides the one that the Romans or the Italian people built for Lamco, the St. John River bridge that they built, and few other bridges. Those are the only thing. And we were the number one largest producer of iron ore, and we don't get iron ore. Is there somebody
Not only iron ore and rubber.
and rubber, and we don't have any fitting
Okay.
thing, even tires to for the
Even
manufacture tires.
the area, they manufacturing those things, whatever they do in the iron ore or whatever rubber, they are not developed. No good
No,
school.
they are not.
Those areas should be schools should be there from people from other country or from even other part of the country say they want to go to that school or
It used
those
to, it used to be there.
like that.
It used to be
Because
there.
it should be one of the best.
Yes, it used to be that the Lamco school system, it was one of the best they have in Buchanan and also in Yekipa.
What's
The
the high
top
school name? What was the high school there?
it,
That
Lamco
was there.
Lamco schools or school system.
Lamco school system was not competing with the Morovia school system.
No,
Okay.
I'm not talking about competing. You said they should have a best school that people from other country will send their kids, and I say yes, they did.
That's what I'm saying. By good school, good knowledgeable people learning good books in there with good teachers. That's what I mean. I mean the structure.
No, that's what I'm saying. Back then, Lamco school system that was the best. That was the best
You know,
in the country so far that we know.
always boasting Liberia is rich country. Liberia is, I don't see Liberia as any rich thing, because nothing that our people proving to us, but we just stand and oh, we're better than Japan. Go ahead and make yourself look better than Japan. And Japan is just a little island, oh. We in that island, our little island, but they're making all the Toyotas, they're making the Nissan, they're making the Honda. Beautiful thing, them. They are the best thing when it comes to technology. Technology. You want to tell we get a heat the Japanese guy? Or
I think I,
which country they got?
I think what keeping Liberians in Liberia poor is corruption and dishonesty.
I'm telling you, say it again. Dishonesty. That's the key word right there. Dishonesty.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Everybody
this is
pocket whatever they can accumulate for themselves.
Many of our leaders just well, I call it get the power to enrich themselves, enrich their family. That's why you'll find every ministers, right? Every head of agencies, every government officials, their children are out of Liberia studying. Why the school system is in ruin, the health facility is in ruin. Everything is upside down because of their dishonesty.
who
So
put them
true.
there?
I believe. Look at the editor's behavior. They're going arresting others that have nothing to do with any corruption, and the president's son running around, lingering around all over the place with all kinds of bogus deal. Overnight, they became a millionaire, going multiple millionaire. Where did he get his money from? Tell
So,
me.
so what I was saying, and wish Gerald just make it simple.
Mhm.
Look, if the country is ruled by law, if somebody steals, the constitution state that is stealing, and you go to jail and you bear the full weight of the law. But when the people we put in government, everything they make it to all the wrong thing they switch it around so that it can suit them. And then when people want to talk about it, to protest it, then they will be the same person influencing some other people for people not to talk about it. And this is the problem. That's why we, the Liberian people, I remember one time, during President Weah's first election, one time I was to red light, and I was saying, I said, look, I love President, I love George Weah, but the thing is that I don't see him making any significant impact in the country because he alone cannot change this this system that
Mhm.
everybody when they're in it, all they want to do is to steal, and if you want to change it, then they get against you. The people in the legislative body, they will create something to suit them. Just recently, they made their own law to suit them for the saga that was the legislative body. And
Yeah,
then
sure.
later on, then they start switching it. When it comes to retirement, something they don't advocate for the common people. Everything they do, they make law for themselves. So the law that they make, and they don't love the country, and because of that, they are above the law. This other person will go there and say all kinds of things, do all kinds of things, and then they will not be arrested.
I
That's a
feel
serious problem.
I really feel for Liberian people.
And at the
Believe me,
same people will be dancing to vote in the criminals.
you know, I thought these young or these, how will you come? I mean, I'm not saying we have to stay there, but we need a fresh mind person, man who in the 50s for America, great America, bringing president out in his 40. You know, great America, bringing people.
Somebody say a civil leader, Tony, some of them 19 years old, or
Yeah.
in government and things like that.
You know,
Still, it can help Liberia. Liberia
I
problem
tell
is
you,
Liberia. For me, Liberia problem is systematic. Right? The system has already been created, so you can be in your best frame of mind. You can be the best when it comes to I don't know, but once you enter the system, right? Once you enter the system, you change. That's not
the
Liberia.
system, yeah, I believe you. The system is polluted.
It's very polluted, right?
That's what it is.
If you can be,
Uh,
if you are the best integrity icon, right? Once you enter the system, right, you are already manipulated. Your whole mind will be changed because they make it to know that this system cannot be changed. Once you are the best mind, right, you come into that system to change things. Definitely, they will
They
wish
get rid, they will get rid of you.
and I saw
and that,
and I saw it really happening to Fonati Kofa
Exactly.
at the legislature. I saw it happening, right? Once you
well,
want to change things,
there were
right?
some things that he also was doing that he did not really stand. Look, the only person that I see that
But
really was
let the man land, please. He's saying something here.
okay.
Let
Go ahead,
John land, please.
I saw it. Yes, I saw it with Fonati Kofa, right? Every individual is got their own style, right? Got their own way of doing things, right? Uh, I agree with you that Fonati too had his own lapses, right? But the system at the legislature was already set up, right? So he couldn't go there and actually change certain things, right? Because it was a cartel, right? Can you imagine former Ways, Means and Finance chairman, the likes of Senator Moi, the likes of Thomas Farah and other stuff, and other high uh, legislators that are still serving in the legislature, right? They decided to fight Fonati, right? Because he tried to change certain system that they are actually used to, right? I just gave Fonati Kofa a case study, right? I just using it as a case study, right? Liberia, the system, there's a cartel within all fabrics of this country, right? If you are the best mind when it comes to integrity, once you enter the system, you'll be manipulated. You have to dance to the tune. If you don't dance to the tune, you are out.
And Solomon's fanatic case is almost like Caesar case. his own people turned
Yes.
against him.
Yes, definitely.
That's what happened.
Sir.
His own people, his own deputy.
But this is
If you read the Caesar case, Caesar could have fought those guys because Caesar was a very strong warrior. But when what the guy name in the case, Brutus.
Yeah,
When the guy who masterminded the whole thing, I just forgot his name. When he convinced Brutus to go against Caesar, in a few hours, he himself went back home and said, "Damn, I got Brutus." And when everybody was joking Caesar, Caesar could have fought and beat any of them because he was a warrior. They were afraid of him. But when Brutus brought his sword, he got weaker. He said, "Brutus, of all people,
you too."
Shit, then that means I'm finished. How can he got weaker? A man like Brutus, can you believe it? A man like the deputy speaker,
You see,
okay, from the same party, go against you. Then what else? What the strength you got again? So these things are just repeating themselves. The old story that we read way back in our 9th, 10th grade. That's exactly what repeating, like they unfolding right in front of us.
Of course.
Thomas Father did to Fanatic. Go ahead, Solomon.
Actually, I mean, rumors that it was not just him, but there were other hierarchies of the CDC.
But he the main man, your deputy from the same party.
So,
man, I beg you, man. They just let you say here, me and you from the start now. Then everybody don't like you, but I still backing you. Then they can't convince me. You find out I'm on the people's side. You become weaker.
I say I'm finished.
I'm finished now, man. If Tunis and all can go against me now, you know.
So that is it. Look, Liberia would have been better when the person who became the army man, you were about 28 years old, the youngest. He did not do what the previous military guy in Burkina Faso before Traoré. When he came in there, the tune that he was setting, in fact, he didn't want to change the name. I think he didn't want to change the name from Apofota to Burkina Faso. You were bringing significant change in the society. Of course, they assassinated him. Sankara, eh?
No, that Sankara changed that name. That name being changed 30 years ago, 30 to 40 years ago.
30 years in the 90s.
Yeah,
No,
it was
I think it was in the 80s. It was in the 80s.
I heard there was Sankara that changed the name to.
Yes, of course. That's Traoré dead now.
So Sankara changed it, and then you were actually heading in the same
How
direction.
long Sankara ruled?
I think a few years, and they killed him.
Yes, he was assassinated.
But that name was changed. If a few years, then they assassinated him. Then he may not be the one that changed that name from.
When he came,
Apofota
what I was
to-
reading, when he came to power by means of military, he changed some of those names. I think Burkina Faso,
Check it
yeah,
out,
some sort of media strong.
check on it. I think it was changed late 80s or early 90s, but I think it was changed in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. I
Yeah, so
remember
when
focused on Africa a lot.
when Doe came in, Liberians were jubilating that, oh well, we're gonna change everything, but it did not even last 1 year when we started doing even what the past regime was doing, even doing worse than what the past regime was doing. So his coming to power did not bring any kind of significant change to the country.
Okay. All right. Just to hold you there for a bit. It was on August 2nd, 1984, when Sankara changed the name Apofota to.
I know. It was
That's what we said. We said Sankara, the person who changed it.
Yeah,
And you
sure.
said no.
no, but you said the guy who was there recently before the other guy came.
No.
No. We said Sankara.
Okay, we're all right anyway.
Of course, yeah, you read what they did. But Sankara, when he came in, he started making significant changes to benefit the country and the people. They killed him. This guy who just came in recently, Tuare is doing what
Exceptional.
Sankara did,
Mhm.
and that's why he's doing even doing better. That the resources here we can manage it, even if it will cost us to borrow money. We can borrow money and manage our own resources and sell our products out there. What France were giving us a dollar for, we can sell it and maybe make $8 of it.
Of course.
And that's why he started doing.
And that's
Few,
what,
few,
and I'm actually in Liberia.
few years back, this lady, Miss Parker, uh, she was now one of my favorite first when she was at the Freeport. But then later on, I started liking her because the approaches that she was coming up with, I would make Liberia to have enough money to run all of the programs that they want to do. The other one was they leasing the Freeport to the APN terminal people to Tony Blair company. She was against it. Of course, that led to her to be forced to resign and all of that because she said even if we borrow money, we will pay those people money and we use this port and we get more money to run the programs that we want to run in Liberia. Today, I think those people giving Liberia maybe 3%. So if they make trillions of dollars and they get 3%, when we hear the name, oh, Liberia, there were 5 million people, and somebody giving 30 million, then everybody in Liberia will be millionaire. They not know that these people really are stealing from us, and that we're not really doing anything. The mindset of the people that we have in power. This is a problem, attorneys. The mindset. So if we have somebody that have
We
that
need,
mindset huh?
go ahead, finish.
Yeah, if we get a mindset of putting the country first and making sure that uh, our people benefit from our resources, that would be it. When we are came in, we are it's just one person. He said nobody will be a spectator in their own economy. But of course, people didn't understand that, and it didn't go anywhere because it is a bad system that is set up that it will take the grace of God or somebody who is very very aggressive to make such decision. That's the only way our country will develop the way we want it to develop.
Gerald, try to take some call. Let's hear from our people who probably want to contribute to this conversation.
But I don't know. Aliu,
Ali, don't worry about Aliu. Aliu can always come in.
okay.
Aliu,
Then listen to the callers. It's okay.
right.
No, I feel you want to come in small before I go to the lines.
Aliu will always come in, even if the call coming in. He can
No.
always take a break and come.
So okay, so you can call us on 0776 104 104 or better still 086 500 104. This is a nighttime Spain, but also you can keep playing the radio game. That's the Win Liberia. You can dial *255 *1#. Win yourself from 4,000 LD up to 10,000. You can dial *255 *1# and win yourself 4,000 up to 10,000. Win Liberia. That's the promotion. The promotion is Wese Wasa. So we take our first caller on the line. Okay, let's see. Good. Yeah. Go ahead. Your name, where you call from?
My name is Joel Dory Robertson.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sure you've been following the program.
Yes.
Go ahead. Make a point.
Yeah, what let me to put in the program. I mean, you keep in. You understand me?
Go ahead.
I was born here.
Uh-huh.
But I hope what's not here for this and that. I mean, you keep in.
You gotta amplify your voice.
Yes, maybe maybe not the network.
Oh, go ahead. You. Ali, you sounding better.
Lamco King 1963. I was born there. I saw the thing out of one Lamco did.
Mm-hmm.
My next father was the boost for Lamco. We were installed 1964. And the day the thing is out, the Institute of 65.
Let's hold you there. We are not discussing Lamco when we were funded or when, but call us on 0776 104 104 or better still 086 500 104. Let's take this other caller. Yeah, good morning. Your name, where you call from? Your name. Your name. Go ahead. You following the program, right?
Yeah, I got on the radio there.
Go ahead.
The issue of Labrador, we need to move on the west. Because
We need to do what?
we need to move on the west.
Okay.
I'm Great Britain because there's people that are not helping us because our resources, we are not benefiting for it. And when we move on that, Burkina Faso do, we see our resources coming, then we want to care. Those who will value our resources, and how much we care for it. And then one of the things the West are do, they brought the democratic human rights to put comment into your nation, democratic comment, comment, you know, and then they get them for the country.
Okay.
So I want to suffering us.
Okay. Let's hold you there. Okay, let's go there and take another call. He's proposing that we leave on Western powers, and let's go. Hello. Yeah, Nemo, go ahead. Good morning, Yanimo. Where you call from? Hello. Okay, he seems not to be ready. You can call us on 0776 104 104 or better still 086 500 104. Better still, you can also play the radio game *255*1# and win yourself from 4,000 up to 10,000. Let's take another call. Good morning. Your name, where you call from?
Good morning, Francis G. Montale.
Go ahead.
I expect from today, you want but we can see you in the morning, but I usually mentor saying you're living on room. So you're not expecting to get anything from him. You just pull the sign up that agreement because you need money. So you're not doing your government before the agreement is up. So nothing else will get from him. We have been solving, and you know, they go already get destroyed.
Okay, that's why you didn't take another call. Good morning. Your name, where you call from?
Hello.
Yeah, you're live. Your name, where you call from? Go ahead, Masisi.
You must not instill. Let me say this to elaborate people. The mayor of Mr. Imam Baka, the president now, he told you will respect any law in this country. Now, while the brother is speaker, the mayor told you anything come. The mayor is who is in the know. He told us in this country that anything they want to do because they will get opposition speaker, it will not pass. But they will say no, it doesn't elaborate people. So for that reason, we will move that mayor and be our own regime speaker. One thing to us. So that place that man go America only sell for him all that real business what to go take for you. Who is in the know? And well the problem well you know what all that inside no one living on in the country. But yeah, but any money you will go for it. And all for the people, not for the bad people, but for here the children and the poor man also. You saw how they almost someone Yam, Waka. Waka in the do and force in the do to an employee and say, go. And if you do, Jack can tell us I want to be speaker and help to the car. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, okay, man, Sisi. Thank you very much. Let's take another call. Good morning. Yeah, go ahead.
How are you?
Go ahead. The name where you call from?
If you're arresting in America, I'll be one of the happiest men. If you're arresting in America, I'll be one of the happiest men.
Ooh.
I'll be one of the happiest men. Happiest men. Why don't ask me why?
Why you say so?
Because the poverty rate too high. If they're arresting in America, I'll be one of the happiest men. I'll see that they in peace while you're here arrested.
Okay. All right. That's what you didn't take another call. Yeah. Good morning. Your name where you call from?
This is Alexander Megan Senior. I'm calling from Johnsonville.
Go ahead. You've been following the broadcast, right?
Yes, I've been listening.
Make a point.
You know, 1979, we formed the Progressive People Party. I'm one of them.
Okay.
Now I'm telling you, I'm 81 years.
Okay.
You know what trouble our country is? We put people there. Some of them do not have the leadership ability. There is a saying that a good name is better than good riches. But most of our leaders there, when they get there, they think about money. They don't really even think about the country. First of all, this country is a very small place. I can say we are 5 point some million people.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, I think we're supposed to put ourselves together, to sit down together and think about this country instead of depend on people. When we were fighting to become two parties in this country, representative was making $400, senator was making $600, Thor was making 30,000 a year. And he asked the two parties that they were getting 35,000 a year. And after that, Churchill was senior senator for Grand Eden. He told the president, he said, Mr. President, when you are doing a good job, we will increase you. Don't ask for increase, man. We know that you are working. But that business is expansion from there.
Okay.
Now, look at the money representative making. How are we going to develop this place?
The people developing the package.
Yeah, we will not develop this place here because anybody get there, people promote before themselves.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Let's hold you there and take another call. Let's hold you there. Let's take this caller from this line. Good morning. Welcome. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, my name is Jason J. I'm calling from Chihuahua.
Go ahead.
Thank you for the discussion. For the country, anything that can make a country, to be free power, and there, the representative long before them be appointed for when they are elected, they can do anything they want to, but they won't get the money, they won't get it, they won't get anything. But when they are appointed, anything, when they're not working, when they're not doing anything, that's a great thing.
Okay, let's hold you there and take this caller from this Lone Star line.
Hello.
Yes, your name and where you call from?
I'm Dean Sylvester Boya calling from Tori Sanatan.
Okay, go ahead.
Quickly to the point. The only way the country will move forward is we need to go for a referendum and amend some of these laws because it's upon some of these laws that Toyo and other folks got there are suffering all today because they were not fast at it. That's my point.
Okay, let's hold you there and take this quarter from this orange line. Good morning. Your name, where you call from? Good morning. Okay, he seems not to be ready. Let's take it from this side. Good morning. Your name, where you call from?
I'm calling from Lokutan Broad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for your topic and discussion tonight. Just carry my mind way back.
Mm.
You know, if country was going to be released, except you get rid of every food that in the government. Because when they are there, they will carry the same scenario to the new breed's mind. You see, when joking, the power thing could have been good. Because in country that run from the society that they get in the country, they already run the whole government. So once anybody comes to power, when you run the society, you will run the government in the same old way. When joking the power, those who have run the country the best way because they'll get rid of society. But those people you brought around to profit because you never knew government, you were not educated. So those guys you brought around, they were the same. So they used to have clothes, those with the things, and they put the country back in the same mess. So the only way the country will be better, society they hire, they are dumb, and they are recording, they are, I mean, other parties, I mean, society they have, those society, they when they run the government, who can get rid of society, and somebody just come to power, and just forget about society, forget about whatever, old breeze, and just run on new chapter, you will see how this will go. But once you had a old breeze in the system, you will not wear the box. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's hold you there and take another call. Good morning. Your name, where you call from? Go ahead. Your name, where you call from? Okay. Your call giving us some feedback here. You can call us on 0776 104 104 or better still 086 504 and make us say yeah on the nighttime Spain. But while you putting in your call, you can also keep your interest coming into star 255 star 1#. We are giving up some money here on Win Liberia. From 4,000 LD up to 10,000, just star 255 star 1# with 50 LD from your mobile money or 25 cent USD. You could be a lucky winner. Go ahead. All right. Good morning. Your name, where you call from?
Good morning, this is Reverend Stewart from the Old Road.
Go ahead, Melvin.
Thank you very much. You know what I was gonna just say from the street? That's the reality.
Okay.
Because the country is still on settlement. And these people get in the legislature there, they do their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And because the United click society is what making this country is going down. So thank you for doing that in the video. You are doing well, and let God continue to bless us so you can teach us and we can hear it, and we will talk about it, and God will speak, and this country will be changed. Thank you.
Okay, let's take this other caller. Good morning. Your name, where you call from?
Good morning.
Your name and where you call from? Go ahead. Okay, thank you very much. That's why we didn't take this other caller. Good morning. Your name, where you calling from? Good morning. I don't know. Your line is actually terrible. Your line is terrible. Your line is too terrible. You can call us on 0776 104 104 or better still 086 504 to be a part of this program the night in Spain. Let's see this other caller. Your name and where you call from? Okay, for security reason too, you're not calling the show. Your line is too terrible. Okay, we lost that caller. You can call us on 0776 104 104 or better still 086 5104. Since for security reason, you can call your name. For security reason too, we can put you through. So let's take this other caller. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Your name, where you call from?
My name is Samuel N. Brown. I'm from Kettle Boulevard.
Go ahead. You've been following the show, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know, actually, what actually we experiencing is all because of our own attitude.
Okay.
You know, anytime somebody try to do something good, always, you know, there's so much to support the good always. You always support the bad will always be supported because men always love darkness and light. You know, when we are in power, people need to do a lot of things. We are working and doing this. Or we see a rescue mission every day, people complaining, people crying on the government. I don't know how actually they are running this government. In our own country, we are like a slave and foreigner in our own country. And while the foreigner and Indians are enjoying more facilities from our own nation.
Definitely.
Actually, not going to be like that. So what we locally, for example, we see the representative Senator, they're getting free money. Look at the community goals and motor air have been damaging every time. No changes, nothing.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's hold you there and let's see. You're okay on this orange line. Good morning. Good morning. You live? Your name, where you call from? Okay, that caller seems not to be ready. So put this one through. Good morning. Your name, where you call from? I don't know. The line is actually jamming. Let's see. Okay. To this caller. Good morning. Your name, where you call from? Okay, we lost this caller because of the jamming of the line. Okay, call us on 0776 104 104 or better still 086 504. Let's take this. Quiet. You're welcome. Your name and where you call from? Go ahead.
Yeah, my topic left is on our law because I really want to know where are the laws the people putting in place, because all the people is putting in place is not in the interest of the Liberian people. Because for one fact is that here Liberians are working, some of them they work for 10 to 15 years, but you cannot see that achievement. No Liberian worker will show you say, oh, from the time I've been working, let the horses are being, let the cars are on, or let the thing are on for myself. But you find the foreigner there, they come in, they're working and they carrying the money, they're paying houses, they're achieving. So we're not going nowhere. So what the essence of all electing the people? I really want to know.
Okay, let's okay. You gotta know, but you can call us. You can still call us. Put the call through to 0776 104 104 or better still 086 5114. We can take at least 4 calls. Then we'll call you a day. On the callers. Good morning. I lost that caller 0776 104 104 or better still 086 504. You can call us, and so I don't know. Can I read some of the comments from the Facebook?
Yes, do that.
Okay, so let's go to our social media handles, Facebook, and see read some of the comments there. Okay, this one is from David Givler. He says, "Good night, Freedom Radio, and the brilliant people of the county of Lofa, precisely Zozo. I am pretty seated and listening from Mount Barclay, precise Kankan Town, Chinese Field. And this one from Elizabeth Tujwa says youth will be the lead. Okay. Elizabeth says again from 18 is teen. Okay, when we're discussing the teen, we're discussing the youth. Okay. This one's from Amos Kandakai says, good morning, family. Good morning, Amos. Okay, this one from Ma Matterson says, good evening, Nighttime Spin. I'm following from Habel Makibi County. This one says, good evening, guys. I'm watching from Congo Town in his Beaufort Chambers. Wow. Beaufort Chambers? Okay, this one says, good evening, guys. Okay, so these are the comments from our Facebook, live Facebook. So we go to the lines and take this caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Your name, where you call from?
Someone's calling from the community.
Go ahead. Okay, I think I lost him. So we can pause the call. Okay, let's see. Let's take this one up first before we can talk about pausing the course. Good morning. Your name, where you call from?
How you doing, brother? My name is James Case Longton.
Calling from. Okay, go ahead.
I thank you. My owner is James Case Longton. Where owner is? I'm taking place.
This is Gerard Morris.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for tonight. You know, what's in that realizing I said, they're going to talk to this whole thing. But what did you just? And they are totally the province of the country. One, brother, the US is me. I'm a operator. Because I'm a travel. But can you imagine? Sometimes we drive for international people, right? But they couldn't get damage because of our lawmaker there. Because again, you create all is free. You see? As soon as you do something, you say, but then you're lawmaker. One, because they are supporting our image in the international world.
Okay.
If they would not stop what they do in our house, that's what the God can Josh. Thank you in our studio. God bless Mama Ladura.
Okay. So we are not taking no calls again. We'll go straight to our guys from the US. Wow.
Okay. Yeah, take that call.
Okay, there is no call. Okay, let me take this one first before coming to you guys.
Hello?
Your name, where you call from?
I'm calling for a bottle of Nikuta.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the reason why, why on my mind, current the topic is discussing. But really, I want to tell people that our lawmakers, our country Liberia, if you will work for 200 years, you will not get nothing out of it. Because they bring the foreigners to work, and they could now with the foreigner, or they give contract to the foreigner that charge this amount, and get my share. But they cannot do it to Liberians. So we will work until we die. So get a benefit from our own government. I want it in my mind.
Okay. That's what we there, guys. You listen to the callers.
Okay, thank you. We thank all the callers, all those who called on the show tonight. We thank you so much. And those who want to call, but they call, they not come through. Those who just home relaxing or having their doing their homework and listening to us, we appreciate it. Let me send control to my brother Solomon. Then you can close off from your end.
Well, thank you. Again, America is now trying to in whatever was in his favor, especially during the time of the Cold War. Then, of course, the Cold War ended in the 80s. Now he has resurrected again. We have China, Russia, North Korea. Uh, they are strong ally, strong team, and they're doing everything possible to have complete control over the continent. Now, the United States government is trying to see how best they can have their presence felt on the continent again. So they're trying to have business and security partnership. So they invited our president. We are hoping that the president will make the right kind of decision, uh, business wise and security wise, so that Liberia will be better off. One of the most serious security threat in the country uh, is the U.S. dollars being taken away. Other people, whether they're terrorist groups or people doing it illegally, having counterfeit Liberian dollars and then buying the U.S. dollars off the ground. If you notice, the rate is climbing higher and higher and higher. Because if I have my I want to get your U.S. dollars. I have my counterfeit Liberian currency. I will sell it. I will give you more so that I can get a real U.S. dollars from you and do whatever business I want to do with it. It is in the country. We have been flagging those things, but still, government is not taking that serious. But it is a serious problem. We use the U.S. Currency, and the U.S. currency you can use it to buy anything from anywhere. So if it falls in the hand of the terrorist or any kind of bad group, uh, they can do whatever they want to do. So with that been noticed by uh, America and other people, we want to see how best we can improve our trade partnership and security. And that was one of the reasons why our president is invited, along with some other presidents. So hopefully not going to do a party, but you will do country, so that Liberia will better from will get will gain from it, and Liberia will be better. Thank you very much. Again, I want to encourage you guys. I read something. One of the lawyers, I don't know what wrong with the law bring that because Liberian people, the Africans have been protesting for all of these years and nothing came from all of it. So protest is not good. And I said, but this man, he been even in school, not all of the time. Probably he was smart. He failed in some subjects. Did he quit because he was not passing? So they give you all kinds of information to discourage people not to protest. It is good for the government to know that the way in which the government is heading that is not correct, especially when it comes to the rule of law. So it is important for us to let our government know that the country is in the hand of mob rule, or what they call it, jungle justice or whatever, street justice, mob justice, people killing people in the street, uh, and nothing coming from other aid because the upholding the rule of law is lacking. Some other person or old rebel of fighters will come and threaten the life of other Liberians and nothing, nobody to redress. We have the Liberian Council of Churches that's supposed to make sure that peace and unity is maintained in the country. They are not saying anything. So it is a serious thing in our country, and we need to express that by letting the government know uh, our concerns. Thank you very much, and may the good old Lord help all of us and save our state.
Thank you. Aliyu.
Yeah, thanks to the callers, yeah, for taking their time to participate on the show by this time of the night. Yeah, thanks to them. And we pray for the best for Liberia. Liberia is all we have. And we pray for the best. Like our president, Joseph Yuma Baka, is coming. We ask for God guidance and protection on him. But when he go back, we will see what to talk them. Because we had branches of government, he can't be running the country as if to say only the executive branch of government will get in the country. You can't be signing concession agreement that will be in the interest of the country without the legislature approval. These are some of the things you see today. He made sure he got rid of Fonati Kofa, because you couldn't try that kind of thing, having Fonati Kofa as Speaker of the House that you just get there and go sign agreement with all the House knowing about it, with all the Speaker. But now that he get Richie Kun cannot say anything. He said he's a regime speaker and now he's a regime speaker. So anything the president do is just yes, sir. And nobody can say anything. He's the speaker. Even when Kuni wants to say something, he's not going to pay them no attention. But this is not good for our country. We don't expect President Bouaka to be or leading our country in such a form and manner like a dictator that he can do whatsoever he wants to do. This thing been in the pipe for a very, very long period of time. Why you couldn't discuss it to happy sign, but just last minute to time, last night to go and secretly signing a $1.8 billion concession agreement. Yeah, yeah, as Bertoni said, if you start signing this kind of agreement that is in the interest of the country, or you didn't do it right, do you think we are going to benefit something that started illegally, unconstitutionally? So that's how the process is going to be, because you can sign that and then later on you come in now for the legislature to do what? So we wait and see what they say. Don't refuse to cover what is happening. And as I said, we've been talking to people. The reason why the president signed it quickly last night, because this was one of the main concern about he coming here. That one of the main thing they were going to ask him. You know, American interest. Solomon, you say me. You know the people anywhere that interested. You don't joke with it. So if President Bouaka was not to sign that deal last night, he coming here, he was going to face some challenges with President Trump. But even though it was done illegally and it was not the right way, he should have done it ever since instead of waiting last minute to time. But we wait and see what's going to happen. So we can see again. Good night. God bless America. God bless Nigeria.
Guys, yeah, thank you so much for sharing the platform with us, myself, and you guys, and Gerald. And those who call us today, those who listen to us, we pray. Let us all join hands together and pray for Mama Liberia, pray for ourselves, because things are going on really not in the interest of our citizens in Liberia. We pray that these things will change. We'll get a good person, even better than George Weah, better than the leader in Burkina Faso right now, who is really in the interest of his people. We pray for a good thing to come to Mama Liberia. We say thank you again. At least today, we end exactly on time. We didn't go over time. And our co-host, we got to listen to him to finish, because the 3 minutes, we can't just leave it with him. We got to say it on too. So, yeah, thank you. And this is your good friend, Suleiman Hashim Tunis, coming to you from Staten Island, New York, Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station. We say good night, and we'll be back here tomorrow, the same time, same station, with different hosts. Will be Anthony Stephen. Let's hear from you, Gerald.
So we say many thanks to. You want to say something?
No, I was asking Tunis whether we're going to Washington D.C. on the
you pay my way, let's stay. I'm going.
Let's go cover it.
No. I don't want to go cover that. Let's stay.
Okay.
Many thanks to you guys from the US. Many thanks to all of our callers who called. If you never went through, I will say you can save it for tomorrow. That's today now at 11 p.m. with a new host, Anthony Stevens. Until then, we pray for Mama Liberia that the going of our president be in the interest of we Liberians, and we hope and pray that God blessed Mama Liberia. So, folks,
and that's what we forgot. We pray for our president, travel safety to go and come. We pray for him. That's our president. No matter what happens, he's our president. We pray. We give him a safe journey through and through. By the grace of God, he will go healthy, come back healthy. Okay? So don't go quote me and say, I like my president. I love my president. I just don't like what's going on in the country right now. We pray for a good thing to come. Gerald, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you next Monday.
Okay, thank you so much.
Then let us speak. We discuss critical issues that affecting Liberia locally and internationally. The Metal Speed, we built the minds of the Liberian people. We speak for the